Carl Elwine here, welcoming you to another dyno session. And before we get to the results, let's talk about the engine. It's for EFI connection, Mike Noonan. It's a ERE 383. You can see from my main page here, click on that engine right there. We'll go over the specs here a little bit. It's a 4-bolt splayed cap 383 and it's got AFR 194 heads. Check out the Eagle crankshaft there. I get the Eagle crankshaft from Eagle, and locally we'll polish it and balance it. Coated camshaft bearings. Not every engine gets that, but I thought it'd be nice. The main caps are Mylodon. Those are my favorite. The problem with those, they require 3 separate sizes of studs, but it's worth it. Real nice main cap. The camshaft from Dennis staff at Fast Cat Porting Services, and pause right here if you want to check out the cam specs. Okay, my favorite connecting rod, the Cali's Compstar. It's favorite for medium, reasonable cost, and good quality. Molly piston with the 1mm ring pack. The timing set that you get from EFI Connection, 24X reluctor for the crank and a 1X for the camshaft, and that's a 2-piece timing cover that is built one at a time. The crankshaft sensor for the 24X. AFR heads, nice view of them, nice view of the combustion chamber. These are 100% CNC ported by AFR. Look at the, looks like the witness marks for the 7.250 push rods. Using these Johnson lifters and Comp Pro Magnum roller rockers, a mixed ratio set, 1.65 for intake, 1.60 for exhaust. Right now the valve cover won't fit until that area gets machined. Oil pump test and oil system pressurizing here with the drill, checking for pressure and making sure the oil gets up the push rod and up onto the roller rocker. Looked like it was 74 pounds pressure. A few more pictures of the engine before it goes to the dyno. That's the GM Performance Part dual plane carburetor manifold. One thing I need to do for a dyno is have a timing pointer, and there is no pre-made timing pointer for an LT1. So this is a Motion Raceworks LS timing pointer. That point is at 34, that yellow mark, and then the edge yellow mark is at 36, just to give me more eye reference when I get to the dyno. One day I might have somebody make a good fitting timing pointer and make them available for sale. All right, getting ready for the dyno. This is it, Jim Morgan International. He's a ex-pro stock racer, and he's well known in the Ford community. When we get to the dyno, we do the first start and then go right to the timing, adjust that, get it right to where I want it. At startup it was at 40 degrees and it had to back it down to 34. You might be able to see it on video here. Basically what we do at the dyno is get it started, look for leaks, noises, sounds, problems, get it warmed up, and then get the rings seated. I always like to shake the hand of the red cap, red vest statue. I'll let you listen to the cam lope on this because it's pretty much warmed up right now. I think we're ready to do the first pull. It's going to be a sweep from 3,500 RPM to 6,500 RPM. Timing is at 34 degrees. Okay, now this is the only video we're going to get. The second pull, I hit stop instead of record, and on the third pull, I tried a slow-mo kind of thing, and that looked really, really weird, so I'm not going to show that. So I'm going to show all three pulls. First one at 34 degrees, check average there. Second one at 32 degrees, average is going up. I just backed the timing off. Just for the heck of it. And the third and final pull at 32 degrees, higher average, and we ended there because all we wanted to do was get the ring seated. And at the end of the dyno session, the rear main seal was dry. Okay, in conclusion, what's coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks is another dyno session with this engine. And what it's going to get, we're going to take the dual plane carburetor manifold off and put Mike's LT4, the GM LT4 manifold on. It has been ported and port matched, let's say, to the heads by Dennis staff of Fast Cat Porting Services. It's been powder coated, and what I'm interested in seeing is if the open plenum short runner LT4 manifold does make more high RPM power than the dual plane carburetor manifold that we use, that GM Performance part carburetor manifold. So we know what that makes. We'll see what the LT4 manifold makes, and I'll have sort of really more fun and more interest in the tuning. I have not tuned with Holly, but my tuning partner Zach Haglin of Zachman Tuner Overdrive he's going to help with the tuning, and Mike's going to tune with this Dominator or the Terminator X, and that'll be a good learning process for me. I'll try to show some of that in the next video when we do the dyno, but until then, this is Carl Elwine, Elwine Engines. Take care.